during these times when people, I mean, literally, there's all sorts of uncertainty. We have no idea, both from a health perspective, from an economic perspective. If we're employees, we're not probably sure about our jobs. If we're owners of businesses, we're not sure if we can keep our companies going. What would you tell people from a mindfulness perspective? What would be the first couple things that you would recommend that they do to try to help make those maybe unskillful emotions a little more skillful emotions?
Got it. So your mind goes two direction most of the time when you have this 30 to 50,000 thoughts. The first direction is you bring the future to the present, which is always anxiety. The second direction is you pick the past, you bring it to the present, that's always anger. So if I start to talk to you about what my wonderful previous wife did 20 years ago, if I bring that all out to you, I can tell you by the end of the conversation, I'm going to be angry. If I take the future way back when I was a single father, talking about God, I just started this new career, how am I going to go? Nobody has done this before. When I bring the future to the present, it's always anxiety. So first thing first, you have to begin to be aware of your thoughts. Are you bringing the future to the present or bringing the past to the present? And that has an emotional sensation in your body. You feel it. There's actually you breathe heavier. There's a weight to it. The minute you realize you're going down the rabbit hole of that negative emotion, the first thing I learned to do now is, Sammy, pause, breathe. That emotion in your body only lasts between 5 and maybe 12 seconds. Just observe and let it pass. Once you do that, then you're not reacting. You are now begin to learn to respond. So it's almost like the first base you got to get to. Be aware of the emotion. Be comfortable not doing anything but to observe it. That's the first one. The second one is, from here, when emotion is not reacting, you can respond. So if you're not sure about what's going on in the marketplace about the future, this is where you can now start to have some dialogue. If you're running a firm with your key staff, to say, what's the good out of this? What's the bad? And how can we gain some sort of what I call opportunity out of it? Remember, during depression, people make money by selling 5 cents coffee. People make money by selling books. I can see other people now thinking of specialty guard. Like, there's many different ways to move forward once you identify what is your purpose, what is your passion, what is it that you love to do, because it ties into what the next chapter of your life is. So when you are not reacting, you can start to have different conversation with people to go, what do you see? Remember what I did with the exercise? What is the greatest need of our world? If it's law firm, maybe we need to shift. Maybe we need to look at how else we use social media to get more people in. Different law firm, different soul. Here's how I can bottom line it. The answer is always near you once you stay in the presence. In fact, God's answer to your prayers is in the present if you believe in God or believe in love. But when your mind is always oscillating between anxiety or anger, you cannot find the answer even if it's in front of you. That's why calming yourself, once you calm, looking at what you love to do, how does that fit into where it is at, begin to have conversation. And that's where coincidence and synchronicity will start to happen. You might hear a podcast, you might hear an idea. That's how things begin to happen. Bear in mind, your vision have to be clear of what money do you want to make, what kind of, like the minute your vision is clear, what you are seeking, it's already seeking you. I knew restaurant business wasn't it. I didn't know what it was, but I knew I had the capacity to do something greater. I just release it. I let that go. Now, is that scary? Absolutely, it is scary. As a single father starting a new career. That's my point.
Samy, there's another, probably some people, and this is kind of what I was like. I don't have enough time to meditate. I just don't have enough time in the day. And there's a great saying about that. And I don't know who said it. It wasn't me, but if you don't have 5 minutes to meditate, you need to meditate for 30 minutes a day, right?